For you, just kind of talk about what it is for you to be back, what it feels like for you to be back and be a part of this program, and kind of how you envision that you can help this program, once again.
I think I've been surprised by like the warm welcome. It feels like home. It feels like I'm around family. I mean, seeing Kenny Klein again every day, a guy I knew since I was 18 years old. I mean, all those seeing that some of the people are still here. Just being in the city, being in a place that meant so much to me, to my life, that I learned a lot of life lessons that got me through some rough times, and I learned them here. So it's unbelievable being back, and I feel very thankful and grateful to have this opportunity.
Could you still average 20?
So we just talked about this. So I probably couldn't play enough minutes, my body, to get 20, but the ratio will be close. It'll be close. That's for sure.
What will your role be?
I think it'll definitely grow. I think me just being myself, my experiences, played in the league, played overseas. I've been around some of the best coaches in the NBA. I've been the best player in the team. I've been the worst player in the team. So anytime these student athletes or players have any issues, problems, I'm there to support them. I'm there to talk to them. I'm there to just to kind of help them guide through this situation. I also know what it's like to put on a jersey here and play here. I know what it's like to have 20 on ESPN. I know what it's like not to, and still got to go to class the next day and still keep pushing and keep working. So I think the biggest role is that of probably similar to a mentor, but even something a little different than that. Yeah.
Sounds sort of like a combination of counselors, psychologists, development, it's that kind of thing?
For sure, definitely development. Growth and development is what I've been about the past 2 years working with the San Antonio Spurs organization. That's what they're really big on anyway. So, and I learned a lot from them and how different ways to improve yourself and how you can things outside of basketball actually do affect your game, whether the players believe it or not. It's true, and so I definitely learned how to try to help guide and steer guys in the right directions on and off the floor.
Reece, how did conversations with Chris Mack and everyone else in the Louisville administrations kind of come about and get started in terms of coming back to Louisville for this position?
I think that I definitely appreciate being able to communicate with everyone. I reached out because I wanted to get my master's. I wanted to further my education and wanted to see how I could help. And from then, Vince, Chris, and Kenny kind of helped me figure it out from there.
Reece, in the title, there's an alumni relations piece of this as well. What's that going to entail for you?
Figure that out as we speak, but the best part is just making everybody feel comfortable, reaching out, communicating. I mean, we've already been pretty close, but now it's trying to make some things more official in terms of our unity there, but I think just kind of continue the same communication we had and same support we had and just kind of make it, figure it out, make it a little more official. We'll figure it out as we go, for sure.
You mentioned the Spurs. Greg Popovich does not come across as real warm and fuzzy, but I get the impression that for those that are close to him, there is a very compassionate side of him that brings about pretty strong loyalty to him. Am I right on that?
I would think so. I mean, I obviously didn't work with necessarily Pop. I watched him work, though, and I listened to him a lot. So, the best Pop is like this. So, brand new staff from the G League to them, new video coordinators. He's on the road with the Olympics working on that. He comes back in the gym. It's like, who the F are all these people? When I come back tomorrow, I want every MFer with a name tag, right? So the new guys like me, I was like, oh man, this is serious. But he was halfway joking, halfway serious. The next day they had name tags, but that's the kind of guy. That's the kind of guy he is, man. So. He definitely demands a lot, commands a lot of attention. But watch him work on the floor, his skill level, when to speak, when not to speak, his control of his command over his voice it was incredible to watch.
Reece, were you a part of that meeting this summer with Vince and Chris and some of the former players?
I was not there.
Obviously, you've heard about it. And that, how important is the past to this program, and how can you, as you said, how can you help take those next steps?
It's extremely important. I mean, you got to know who the standard bearers of your organization or your team or a program are, because if you study how they did it, how they became successful, and what it meant to them, you know, it'll trickle down either way, one way or another, to the players. And if you don't know who those staples are, because the key is we want the young people to know how much work and dedication that the players before us have put in and sacrifice for us to have, you know, everything they have right now. So it's definitely an important part of the process.
Reece, to kind of piggyback off that a little bit, and even what Brett asked you about, you know, the alumni part of this thing, can you kind of act as maybe a bridge to, you know, the guys of the past and the guys that you played with to the current program right now?
Yeah, I mean, the answer to that is actually pretty simple. Most all assistant coaches, whatever, they want to do that. The problem is Khalil has a scout. The problem is, you know what I mean, Coach Mack has a lot to do, obviously, right? So I think this opportunity kind of gives me time to do that and also still coach a little, well, not coach, but still help and be around. So I think it's very simple. It's just the opportunity is just not there, but every coach really would love to do it and want to do it. The time just isn't there. But now hopefully we got some time to do it.
I guess what I was saying is you know, for this staff and the guys who came before them, right? Like there may be a guy in the past that played with you that really doesn't know Chris Mack and this staff, but you can act as that bridge for the guys of the past and what is here right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely feel, to answer that, blessed to have played for 2 Hall of Fame coaches. To be able even to bridge that gap, I guess, for everyone to feel comfortable coming and being around the program, because that's what Coach Mack wants. I mean, he you know, so to be able to assist him in that, assist the program in that is beneficial for him. Yes.
Kind of building off of that, do you think the fact that you played for both Crum and Pitino kind of helps kind of bridge between past players and alumni with some of the more current players and people around the Louisville administration?
I would agree. Like I said, I've known this guy since I was 18 years old. I've known some of the former players since I was been here. Jerry, all those guys were talking to me then. Some of the Coach P's players or whatever, we're still pretty tight. We still talk a lot. So for me to be able to know that whole group is it's definitely important, and hopefully we can do something positive with me in this position.
Anything else? Great. Thank you. Thank you, Reece.
Thank you, guys.